Yo, welcome back to another Division 2 video. Thank you for clicking on today's video. I appreciate all the support so far. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you're enjoying the content and you want more videos just like this, make sure you smash that like button. Let's get it, guys. I appreciate everyone that's been here. So, you see the title, you see what's going on, and I just want to know, is there really a counter to the Heartbreaker gearset? Now, I've done a lot of testing, and I've done testing to the point now where I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Is there any other counter for this gear set? Am I not looking into the right things? Am I not speccing into the right things? I just want to really express about this and kind of just talk through this build and show you what happened in the gameplay and throughout me playing and testing this out. So as you can see, we got a Yao piece here. 10% hazard protection, 5% weapon damage, and gives you 40% pulse resistance. So remember, that's 40% pulse resistance. When you go to our specialization, we have 50% pulse resistance here, making us sit at a total of 90% pulse resistance, okay? But if I show you right here, we have a mod slot on this mask, which is 7.5% pulse resistance, putting us at a max of 97% pulse resistance. So I've gone into the dark zone, and as you can see right now, I'm in front of a player, and I've told him to shoot me. So he's shooting me. He's not getting any stacks onto the body. However, when you aim at the head with the Heartbreaker gearset, you still can gain the stacks. So I got a little bit confused, thinking, okay, do I need more pulse resistance? Or, you know, is this just the way it runs? So I ended up meeting up with, you know, my clan members. My guy SG made a pulse resistance build with 130% pulse resistance, okay? And it's pretty easy to make a build like that. And I'll just show you right now. For example, system corruption, 3 pieces gives you 40% pulse resistance, okay? So we just put 3 pieces of these on, okay? This is not a proper build, okay? But when we go to the stats, you can see we're sitting at 130%. So this is the kind of build he had on, and as you can see, we've gone into the dark zone, and I've got my Heartbreaker build on, the ones you've been seeing me post. I've got it on. So I've gone to shoot him at the body. I don't get, you know, any stacks, and now I'm shooting at the head. I'm getting stacks. And when you watch this fight right here, you can see that I'm still able to get a lot of stacks, a lot of damage, and just switch to my AR and beam. So the whole reason for this video is because I made this build to see if this would be the actual counter. Now, in my opinion, there's no full counter for this gear set. When you're up close, they're going to still get their stacks. However, they have to hit headshots in order to get their stacks. And for example, if you are running up to a Heartbreaker build and he has all the stacks already, and you're running towards him with this build, it's you know, it's still going to do a lot of damage because he has all his stacks up. So in my opinion, the only way that I can see this as a counter right now is to use spotter or damage builds and play from range. Now, when I say from range, I'm talking don't push them. Let them push you. They want to get their stacks, so they're going to push you. Let them push you, stay far back, and beam with your spotter build or your damage build. I'll just change the talent here because I've obviously used it for this build video. I'll just change it to spotter. I just wanted to put this video out just to really tell you and showcase that when you use pulse resistance, it's not a full counter. They can't get stacks off the body, but they can still get stacks off of headshots. And the main reason why they can get stacks off of headshots is, I need to explain to you guys right now, is because when you check the Heartbreaker gear set, it has a talent called Heartstopper. Now that's headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. So it doesn't counter that talent. Now if Heartbreaker didn't have that talent, then this would be a counter as a whole. But because it has that talent, people are still able to pulse, which means they're activating the gear set of Heartbreaker. So that's the whole reason why we can't counter this build up close. But from range, I've seen it, I've done it already. I've played against people that were using Heartbreaker, and I shredded them from range with spotter builds, and in fact a build just like this. So just to wrap it up, guys, in my opinion, Heartbreaker, listen, there is no counter for Heartbreaker for close range fights. Okay, you can use a build like this with pulse resistance, but they're still going to hit headshots and still get their stacks, which means it's not counterable because they're still activating the main talent. Okay, it may be a little bit harder for them, but it's still available for them to proc. Now, the only counter, in my opinion, right now, is to play range with a spotter build or a damage build and get them out before they push you. Let them run towards you. They're going to be strafing, and your full team is going to have a lot of damage. Spotter builds, you're going to have armor as well to get them out. That is my opinion. That's the only way right now in order to, you know, get these Heartbreaker builds out. Now, you might be laughing, but that is the only way I see it right now. If someone pulls up on me with a Heartbreaker build and I'm doing close range fights, I'm just going to switch to the same build and get him out as well. Okay? Or we're going to be fighting for half an hour. This is how it is right now in PvP. This is what we've got at the moment. Heartbreaker is disgusting. Okay? It really is. Well, I just really wanted to put this video out, and I mean, I really didn't want to make this a build video, but if you just want to see the pieces, man, we have a Fenris mask here, armor, crit chance, crit damage, and the mod slot of pulse resistance. We have the Seska chest with unbreakable, crits all on there. We have the Yao holster with crits. For the Fox prayers, we have crit damage on the attribute there in the bottom, and armor. For the glove, we have a Yao with crit chance, crit damage, and for the third piece, we got Yao again with adrenaline rush, crit damage, hazard protection, and a mod slot of crit damage. Of course, I would rather have crit chance on the backpack, but I really wasn't looking, you know, to actually make this into a build. I just wanted to put the pieces together to see if this is going to do anything against the gear set close range, and it did something. It got rid of body shots, so they can't hit body shots. They can't get stacks by just doing body shots. They have to hit headshots. Okay, the stats on this build: 47% crit chance with the Kinbreaker and 140% crit damage. And then we have the FAMAS with 52% crit chance and 140% crit damage again. So guys, it really depends on what you are, you know, trying to do in terms of this update. Are you trying to find a counter? Listen. In fact, if any of you guys know a counter to this build and I'm doing it wrong, or I'm just specking into the wrong things, listen, I'll be honest, I get things wrong all the time. So if there is something I'm doing wrong, or if there's something that I can actually use and put towards a build, tell me and I'll give you credit, and I will upload the video to showcase the counter. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for subscribing. All the new subs, I appreciate you. If you're new, man, join that team. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit that like button, guys, and I'm gonna keep posting content, man. Thank you for watching. It's been Division Addiction, and I'm out. Peace.
Testing.
You see? No stacks.
Da. No stack.
It's pulse resistant.
Plus netto BT. Everybody showing off love like damn. Where was the love back then? Everybody steady telling me I'm gonna blow. Bringing the cold flows when I clutch my pen. Never leave a man behind around here. I'll bust my friends.